TikTok girl bosses are beyond down bad. Let's see why.
TikToker just went viral for telling her female viewers to stop paying rent if you're hot and instead match with guys on Hinge and just stay on their couch for free like her.
Wait, hold on. If a woman is hot, all they have to do is, I mean, that is kind of true. I mean, if a hot chick hits me up right now saying, yo, guys, I mean, yeah, come on, now what are we doing here?
What could go wrong?
If you're new here, I'm homeless. This is one of my boyfriend's place. He's in the other room, but I can't believe I was wasting my money on rent all this time. Life hack, if you're hot, do not ever pay rent. You can literally just go on Hinge.
Not gonna lie, she's not even that hot, you know, like she's not really my type. Like she's all right, maybe one night stand if she's lucky with me. I'm just joking, but I'm like, yeah, I'm the hot one here now, babe. What's that? Nah, fuck
And
that.
stay at different guys' places for free every single night.
Everything comes at a price, even though it's not monetary. And that sounds incredibly taxing and stressful to me. But she's been facing backlash for giving horrible advice to her impressionable followers that could potentially put them in harm, or at least in unsafe situations. Also, she could get a little bit more engagement for her TikTok and OF. And honestly, it's no secret that OF creators will do basically anything for attention online. We have
Literally
Jack Doherty's
anything.
ex lying about doing stuff with Lacey on camera for clicks, and then we have the same girl platforming another girl who essentially just lied about Mr. Beast for clicks, and we have the other girl who's in the same circle of those people who uses her underage brother to promote her own OF.
That underage brother one is crazy, chat. Like every time I see a video, like I haven't seen one in a long time, but when I used to see a video of her literally recording her brother to promote her OnlyFans, like he looks 12, 13. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
And I mean, you can just go on and on with a disgusting laundry list, so there's nothing new here, but I feel like this blew up because of how bad the advice actually was. Because rolling the dice with that many strangers back to back, I mean, how long will it take until you meet someone dangerous? Who knows? But I would advise women out there to not give strangers—
I know, for real. Hold on. That is so true. Hold on. Sleeping with the new dude every single day just so you can have a house, isn't that dangerous? Like, what if he's a fucking psychopath? What if you wake up and he has like a knife waiting for you, like, hey, good morning? Like, what are we doing? What are
there's
we
that
doing?
much leverage on them. As I feel like that has a high potential to attract quite a few creeps. And while I'm all for, you know, people getting their bag and doing whatever they want to do as long as it doesn't hurt others, I do think the story is important to talk about when considering the average age of what her TikTok viewers could be, and the kind of message that we're letting these creators blast online to these likely young adults and potentially teenagers, whether they're true or just for content. So, who is this woman sharing all these irresponsible and just probably fake
That's
life
all I know.
hacks?
Who is
Well,
she?
she goes by Emily Webb, and she's a 25-year-old OF creator and TikToker life hacks. She goes by Emily Webb.
Am I the only one who sees these kind of lips kind of turn off? It's like you see all her faces like going good and all that, and then the lips is it's like, what are we doing? It's like someone fucking inflated that shit with air. Like,
And she's a 25-year-old OF creator and TikToker from Australia. She also has about 68,000 on TikTok and 179,000 on Instagram, but she clearly uses rage bait and thirst traps on these platforms to drum up engagement and, you know, funnel traffic to that spicy link in bio. And while a lot of her Instagram may be restricted and some of her TikTok content is filtered, it doesn't take a genius to really figure out what she's really trying to promote here. And this is the type of content that's being pushed out to the For You pages of people of potentially all age groups on these different platforms. But I only showed a clip earlier, so let's watch the whole thing.
You can literally just go on Hinge and stay at different guys' places for free every single night, and nothing bad has happened to me yet. I'll let you know.
Wait, did she say Hinge? Isn't Hinge the gay dating app? Isn't it only for gay people? I thought Tinder was for like regular, you know, like if you're not gay, and then Hinge was for gay. I don't know that. I genuinely thought
I
that.
can keep going with this until I'm sleeping in my car, because they do only last a few nights and then they break up with me because they realize I'm using them. But so far so good.
Okay, so to a lot of people, I hope
she dead ass said, oh yeah, so they do break up with me after they find out I'm using them. But so far so good. I'm living life. I don't know about y'all, but I'm living my life. I don't know about
can
y'all.
come across as rage bait, and I also understand the general population gets that meeting various strangers online back to back and asking to stay at their homes for like unspecified amounts of time is like asking to end up on some sort of true crime channel. But it's
literally
not
what
hard
I
to
was
believe that
saying.
there's people who don't have the context of what she's promoting with these videos and might take it for some reason as legitimate advice and consider, hey, let's try this out. I'm poor. I don't have a lot of money right now, like most young people, and that's a scary.
Yeah, you don't know how many girls I went to high school that I can literally just name off the top of the brain of mine that would actually take her advice. Like you guys don't know the woman out there. Like some do be thinking this way. I promise you, it's crazy.
Scary thing to do. Yeah, that's awful advice. Please don't ever do that. But this isn't just like one-off video. This is kind of like her brand.
I just found this on my floor and got so excited thinking one of my men left his card here. And it's just I don't know what this is. I don't think it's a credit card. And I don't know who the Harry is. If anyone knows a Harry, I don't know who that is.
Again, this is a slippery slope.
Okay, this has to be a promotion only purposes because there is no way someone says, I don't think I fucked that person. I'm like, did I fuck him? Well, I don't know. There was 1,000 other men, so let me see. Like, what are we talking, bro? If I sleep with the woman and I see her name on a card, I'm gonna know that I slept with that woman. It's like, what are we doing here?
She's
literally losing track.
Quick for this to not end well. And you don't only have to worry about guys either, because that Slender Man girl, she went on the run just like yesterday or something. So that's also horrifying. Also, yeah, FYI, if
Slender Man girl? What?
you see her, call 911.
Wait, hold on. A woman convicted in Slender Man stabbing apprehended in Illinois after cutting off monitoring bracelet. Wait, what? Morgan Gills, 23, left a group home in Wisconsin on a Saturday night, Madison police said. Wait, so she stabbed people? Acting like she's Slender Man?
And
wait, what?
stay
Hold
away.
on, what the fuck?
Definitely don't ask if you can go
What's
spend
going on
the
with
night
the
at her
world?
house. But obviously, there's been a whole rise of the whole, soft girl and princess treatment trends on apps like TikTok and Instagram, because there are tons of impressionable young girls who are being told that their greatest aspiration should be to not have to pay rent and instead rely on sometimes completely random men from Hinge. And I mean, hey, if you're lucky enough to have that in a stable relationship with someone else, that is awesome.
Yeah, little by little, I start seeing why back then women didn't have rights. Hey, I'm joking. I promise I'm joking. I had to.
I would
joking,
absolutely not rely on Hinge dates.
But little by little,
just meant to do that for you though, because that's
your rights away
that's
now.
when things get dangerous. And not only dangerous, just imagine the stress of going, oh, I don't know where I'm going to sleep when this guy inevitably realizes that I'm just using him for free rent, and I could be kicked out either tomorrow or the next day or the day after. Do I have a date lined up for then? Because I can't be lining up dates in front of him, because then he'll definitely realize that I'm gonna be, using him.
It's an insane lifestyle. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know if she even thought about it. Like, you know what? I am pretty. A lot of guys want to fuck me, so might as well go fuck them and spend the night with them, and then do it again and again and again and again for the rest of my life. Like,
so it's
what
like all this like
process?
sly maneuvering. You're living this like double life. I don't know. It just sounds so incredibly stressful to me. Now, obviously, being poor is also stressful, but having a whole bunch of roommates sounds way less stressful than this. When I was going through my era of, I don't know if I can afford dinner tonight, thankfully, I had 5 other roommates. So sometimes we just shared dinners.
Not gonna lie, with my OCD chat, I cannot have roommates. I'm not gonna lie, like unless they're my best friends, like unless they're my friends that I see every day, I can't. My OCD like will fuck me. Like, you guys don't understand. That shit will fuck me in the head. It'll keep showing me images and all that. Oh hell no, I'd definitely go mental if I have roommates.
Actually, no, that happened all the time. So that's what bailed us out when one of us was running low. Also, it builds strong connections with people. So hey, there's nothing wrong with roommates. That's way better than sleeping with a new Hinge date every single night. That sounds pretty where am I going with that?
There isn't anything wrong with roommates until they steal from
father
you.
wants for their
It's
daughter.
happened
So
to someone I know.
I'll leave it there. Well, then there's also this flip side to it, because you're also telling a bunch of young men that girls are now prowling on dating apps with nothing on their list of desired traits and in a partner except for, does he have a couch for me to sleep on? Now, obviously,
That's
there
ridiculous.
are so many dudes who are just absolutely down for that, but not all of them would have the best.
Chat, in the beginning of the video, it was a joke. I was joking, okay? Maybe I didn't say I would let her. It was a joke. I promise, bro. I promise.
Intentions in mind. It's just such a slippery slope to tell a bunch of women to be like, yeah, let's go on dating apps and let's manipulate a bunch of men to allowing them or allowing us to sleep on their sofas and then just string them along. That's gonna suck. and then they'll carry that into the
That's an
next
insane
person they
lifestyle.
meet with barriers up, and that's just not fair for anyone. And Emily has multiple videos using these polarizing topics to drive engagement, so I mean, if you manage to avoid one of them, don't worry, there's plenty more.
Day 3 being homeless in LA, and Hinge is low-key drying up for me.
So
I
is
think
that
I'm gonna give it
all her
width.
content?
Everyone's kind of catching on to the fact that I'm homeless and being like, yeah, you're using me for a place to stay, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I'm on my way to Rodeo.
Okay, there's no way her lifestyle is for real, because if she's actually posting it on TikTok and it's blowing up and these dudes are seeing it, then she can't even go back to those dudes anymore. You know what I mean? Like, why would she even TikTok it now? I don't get it.
I heard that's where the rich guys are. So hopefully we find one. I only need a place to stay for tonight.
I'm homeless. People are catching on to the fact that I'm using them for free sofas. So I'm on my way to like the most expensive area in the entire city. Awesome.
Because Tiger said I can stay at his tomorrow night when he gets home from tour.
Tiger?
Oh, yeah, okay, never mind. That makes sense now.
Wait, did she say Tiger? Tiger? Tiger, the singer? I don't think so. Yeah, I really don't think so. But it sounded like she said Tiger said I can stay.
Okay, well, why didn't I see that?
But worst case scenario, I sleep in my car. This is a SID 2026 480i BMW. It's so lit.
There is no way she's driving a 2026 BMW Whoa. And she's doing what she's doing. Okay. Someone had to have bought her that car. Someone had to have bought her that car. And if someone did, you're a loser.
If you're hot, never pay rent.
There is no such thing as a 480i. What? A 440i? There's no 480i. Yeah, there's no 480i.
No, I'm pretty sure she meant 440i, right?
They haven't got that high up in the numbers. Yeah, I can basically confirm the
now I gotta
Tiger
search
Woods
her
stuff has to be bait. There's no way that's real. So yeah. Who
Yeah,
knows?
440i,
Maybe all this
BMW.
is bait. Hopefully it is.
At least that's what I thought she
but
meant.
Apparently, this is her entire brand. So whether it's bait or not, a lot of people think it's real because clearly there's been a lot of backlash online because of it. We got another one here. Day 9, homeless update. One of my boyfriends. We live in hell.
Day
One
9-ish
of my
of being homeless. I just left one of my boyfriend's places. He
One
said
of
I
my
can't stay
boyfriends.
again tonight because he has shit to do, whatever that means. And just
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, with her hair going down like that, I might have changed my opinion from earlier, chat. It might have changed just a little bit, you know. She does look a little cuter with her hair down than when it was tied up. Not gonna lie, not gonna.
drying up for me. Everyone's like pissing me off. They're being rude about the fact that I'm homeless. So I'm gonna go to Burley, go for a hot girl walk. I've done my makeup just to walk, and I'm gonna go.
It's hot,
ask
bitches,
every
summer,
hot
chat.
guy for
Like,
their
what the
number,
fuck?
and then see if I can find a place to sleep tonight. Otherwise, I'm sleeping in my car, which is fine. This is comfy as f***. Not complaining at all.
Okay, so she's no longer in a BMW here. Wait, this must have been no.
There's
This is
no way.
earlier. This
There's
is
no way.
this is ages ago. So she's still doing it. The video we saw earlier, that's like a way more recent one. So she's been doing this for a minute, bro. And then like you'll get comments of like, no way. Yeah, this is probably a real guy as well. I can't tell, but it looks like it's a real guy. He probably is like what 60, and he's like, I would love to adopt. You.
What the?
Was he
Ah,
like
what the
60?
fuck, yeah.
And he's like,
Look at
I
the
would
profile
love
picture, bro. Look at the profile picture. Of course, you would love to adopt her permanently. What the fuck, you creep?
to adopt you. Yikes. But she also does this when she's traveling. So wait.
Of course, you would
she's
love to
also doing-
adopt.
So she's been homeless in
creep.
Vegas for 8 days in this series. So this is like going on perpetually, it seems like. But in this series, she's been homeless in Las Vegas for 8 days.
If you're hot, never pay for accommodation on holiday. I just found 2 hot guys in the casino and asked if I could sleep on their couch.
So she's hot. She doesn't have to pay, but the 2 hot guys have to pay for her. How does that make sense? I thought if you're hot, you don't have to pay. I thought that was the rule here. What's
Now I'm
going
on
on?
the couch in a 5-star.
Only applies to
hotel,
girls,
and
hot chair. Only applies to the woman.
What a fascinating use of free will. Okay, so because I have a little bit of hope left in society, I think this is not real. But also, it's like you have the flip side. Lots of people see this content for what it is and they just completely ignore it. But you also have to consider some of the people who are likely young who will see these videos.
Yeah, that's like the only concern I would have. Is like all these young girls on TikTok, you know, like 13 to 15, I would say they're at the age that is really impressionable, Chad. Like, well, they might hear her say, "Oh yeah, you just gotta do this and that," and then they might think, you know what? Why should I work hard like my mom? Why should I work hard like my dad? I can just be like her. You know, like, nah, hold on, pause.
Hey, that's a good idea. I could go stay in 5-star hotel rooms in Vegas for free. And that's where it becomes a slippery slope. But it's safe to say everyone seeing the situation seems to be pretty divided. So yeah, obviously, even if all of this is engagement bait, there's at least one comment calling Emily a queen for these videos and asking her to teach her how to do so. Meaning this very well could be influencing people to do this. And you also have like the flaunting of her relatively expensive cars in these videos and articles claiming that her issue isn't money, it's that people won't rent to her. And I'm just gonna say, what? I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. Because as long
yeah, like what? It doesn't matter if you're OnlyFans or this or that. Money is money. Anyone is getting rent to her. What the fuck? Like, if I have a house or Airbnb or apartment or something, and she comes up to me and she's like, "Hey, I want to rent," I don't give a fuck if you do OnlyFans. Like, what the? I rent to you.
If she's getting money deposited into her bank and she's making 3 times what the place is charging for rent, she can get a place. And worst case scenario, let's say like hypothetically, all of these landlords are just denying her. You always have Airbnb, and you can do a long-term rental on Airbnb, and it can be not as expensive as, you know, short-term renting an Airbnb. I have plenty of friends who have gotten Airbnbs in pinches between apartments, because often when you rent an Airbnb,
yeah, if you rent it for like a day or two, Airbnb is gonna be expensive as fuck. It's like, okay, I'm trying to make my profit off of your day or two. But if you rent it for like a month or two, it's definitely a whole different price. Like, think of it like this: when you go to a store and you buy something in bulk, you always get it cheaper. So, you know, the more month you add on, the cheaper, like the more cheap it gets,
for a
you
full
know?
month, and you're not in like some massive city or like tourist hotspot, it will not be that much more expensive than, you know, a normal monthly rent for like a 1-bedroom or whatever. But this is just from my experience of looking around and from what my friends have done. And obviously you could probably find examples of showing, you know, 1 month of an Airbnb is like way above the market rate for certain cities. I'm sure that could easily be the case in plenty of cities. But either way, she's promoting 2 things here technically, like, you know, staying at random dudes' homes that you meet on Hinge.
Terrible idea.
And
Terrible
OF
idea.
by flexing these expensive cars that she's driving around. And again, hey, I support everyone doing what they want to do as long as it doesn't hurt anyone else. But I do think it's important to, you know, acknowledge how this kind of content could affect young people. Because all of this is being broadcasted all across, you know, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, where a bunch of young people are.
And now it's going viral too. And now it's going viral too.
To make it go viral. And obviously it's controversial, hence why we're talking about it as well. But regardless, it's definitely an awful idea. Apparently she also did this like POV you trust a man challenge, which ended up injuring her. I didn't know this was a trend, but apparently the whole bit is you run down your friend by accident in the name of a viral TikTok video. But Emily claims
her ankle got caught on there, but hold on. Chat. Look at her before the car even gets close. Hold on. Oh, she's already going backwards. Why is she going backwards? Isn't the car supposed to be coming to her? You know what I mean? Like, the only reason her foot got stuck is because she started walking backwards. What are we doing here?
But Emily claims that she was hit at the last second and fractured her ankle. And I'm not even going to get into whether she was hurt or not, but
that
her
was
follow-up content seemed to be, you know, business as usual. Even her waiting for the ambulance video is unconvincing, to put it lightly. Okay. All right.
No, it's definitely fake. She's not calling ambulance. I don't believe her content anymore. From seeing that one video right there, it just made me realize all her content is fake. Yeah, like she deadass went on the ground, did her little stupid video, and then got up and went inside the car, and then they started having a little Google her and the guy, and that was it.
That it is what it is, I guess. Because obviously these influencers are not above rage baiting. If anything, it just boosts their stuff. And then it puts me on the fence of like, okay, do I cover this and indirectly signal boost this? Or do I also cover this to be like,
puts him
hey,
in a bad spot.
This is a dangerous thing that she's spreading and people should not be, you know, staying at a new Hinge date's house every night. That's a really bad idea.
Confession, I've always been really jealous of people that have a double chin because like it looks so funny. Like I literally have the sharpest, most perfect jawline ever. Like it sucks.
All right. Well, wish her the best of luck. Either way, terrible idea. Hopefully you respect yourself enough to not do this. And if you're a dude, maybe you should be wary of it, because at the end of the day, you don't want to pick up a person that's going to be crashing and guilting you to sleep on your sofa when you're thinking you're going on a date. That's just not fair for anyone.
Well, with that being said, chat, I honestly don't even know what to say. I do not know what to say, bro. This is insane. Okay, like if I 100% think it's fake. Let's not say anything before we get that out of the way, because like her last video kind of gave it all away. But with that being said, if it is real in like the slightest bit, it's sad, bro. Like if you're living this kind of life, it's sad. That is honestly really sad. But with that being said, chat, if you guys enjoyed, make sure you hit the like, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and comment down below what you think, because that was a crazy one. But with that being said, we're out for today, chat. Peace.